Today, as you guys can see behind me, we're in the country of Colombia. In the past, you've seen me talk to the millionaires on Wall Street. You've seen me ask supercar owners what they do for a living. And today, we're in the city of Medellin. We're gonna walk around, explore the city, and hopefully talk to some millionaires to see what they do for a living. And wish me luck, guys, because I don't know like any Spanish at all. The only word I know is rojo. And to start things off with this video, we're in front of the house of Pablo Escobar, and we're about to go inside, get a tour of the property, take a look at some of his vehicles, his prized possessions, where he stored his money. So this is where Pablo hides cash. I'm excited for this, guys. Now let's head inside. After paying 150,000 pesos to this tour company, we began the tour.
Say patron. It's a voice command which opens the secret door. Patron means boss.
Patron! What? After making it inside, we learned some brief history of Pablo Escobar growing up and how he started in crime at just 17 years old, smuggling stereo equipment, home appliances, stealing cars, and eventually robbing banks until he built the capital to start drug trafficking.
When he started drug trafficking around 24 years old, and people didn't know about his real business. At 1982, when he started his work in the Congress, maybe his worst mistake. They didn't want a man like Pablo in the power because Pablo wanted to become president. And that is the entrance of the tunnel,
which was where Pablo stored his cash, along with a lot of other places.
And this from Colombia shows Uncle Sam that is sniffing cocaine.
Americans loved his product, and that made Pablo very wealthy. How long did Pablo Escobar sell cocaine before he got caught?
Approximated 18 years.
What do they think how much money he's made?
Around $35,000 million.
So like 35 billion. And he used this money to enjoy the finer things in life. Did he get bulletproof windows on every car?
Exactly.
Was he like paranoid all the time, probably going around?
Of course. Paranoia was, in the case of Pablo, skill. Because he needed to be ready to escape everywhere.
And a lot of his vehicles ended up getting shot up. I wouldn't want to be in there.
The first plane Mr. Pablo bought at 1976. Only for money. Used to fly from Panama to Colombia full of money.
And how long did it take to get rich? Like until he started making a lot of money?
1 year. Since he started working in drug trafficking.
But eventually in 1991, it all caught up with him. And Pablo struck an impressive deal with the Colombian government to serve a maximum of 5 years in a prison he built himself.
Is it closed? No! Yeah. Only for media, for pictures. Watch this.
He's too good for jail. The jail he built was a suite with large rooms featuring an industrial kitchen, big screen TVs, and even a disco where he hosted wedding receptions during his imprisonment. But eventually, when officials tried to move him to a new prison, he escaped and eventually shot himself. Yeah, one last question. You said that like Pablo's nephew was your boss. Is he here now, or how's that work?
We never know when is Nicholas in the house.
Was Nicholas ever like involved in that business or no?
He never was involved, but he was helping his uncle and maybe learning.
I thought it was cool how this place had strong ties to Pablo Escobar. And before speaking with more people in Colombia, I interviewed a former drug trafficker who earned millions taking cocaine from Colombia to the country of Canada in the 1970s.
I had $500 and a return ticket to Bogota, Colombia. And that's where the magic started.
Brian had a connection for the drug in Colombia, and by getting it to Canada, he was set to make a profit of roughly $80,000 per kilo smuggled.
And he said, that's negocio. We can certainly do that. And how much money do you have? And I told him $500. That was the craziest thing they ever heard. And so the guy said, okay, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you 50 grams of coke, $10 a gram. You can bring that back, you can cut it, and you can get $100 a gram. You can get 10 grand for what I'm going to give you for your $500.
His only job to secure this profit was to somehow sneak the product back to Canada with him.
And I went and got a pack of cigarettes and slid the pack out, took the cigarettes out, put the coke fit, 50 grams of coke fit in the pack of cigarettes like it was made for it. Sealed it up, called a cab, going to the airport. You got to go through immigration to leave the country. And I'm going through immigration, they go this way. Next thing you know, we're going into a room. Up on top of it, the designation says DAS, Policia Judicial, which is like the FBI, right? And I've been picked out as being someone who fits the description of a smuggler, and they're going to strip me and search me, and I go fucking nuts. As I was taking off my clothes, I took the cigarettes and I took the cigarettes I was smoking, put it on top. I opened the cigarette pack and I took and put a cigarette in, and I offered each of them a cigarette, and they each took one, and I lit everybody's cigarettes, and I'm complaining all the time, and they're going, "So sorry, sir." And I'm holding the fucking coke in my hand with the cigarettes, and we're all smoking, and I got no clothes on, still holding it. The moment I get something back that has a pocket, bam, it goes right in there. And so that was the first 50 grams that I left Colombia with.
The full interview is going to be on Matt Cox's YouTube channel, but that just goes to show that although drug trafficking can be a profitable industry, it usually ends with jail or death. So I was determined to find legitimate business owners in Colombia by first Ubering to one of the most expensive areas. To continue our quest of talking to Colombian millionaires, we've made it outside this gated community, and inside here there's supposedly a bunch of mansions and big ass houses. The only issue is, well, it has a big gate with a security guard, so we're gonna go up and talk to him. Excuse me, do you speak English? No English?
Estamos haciendo un video sobre la gente rica de Colombia. ¿Hay alguna posibilidad?
No, it doesn't work. So I tried going to another neighborhood, which also had a guard. Do you speak English or no? Okay.
Estamos haciendo un video tratando de aprender a qué se dedica la gente en hogares bonitos. ¿Alguna posibilidad de que podamos hablar con el propietario?
No. Okay, thank you. All of these neighborhoods are in a part of Medellin known as El Poblado, the richest area of the city. So I tried talking to some people standing outside these neighborhoods. We're doing a video. Do you speak English or no? No one in this area spoke English, but I paid someone on Fiverr to translate.
Maestro de obra, pero no vivo acá, vivo para la terminal del norte.
No, no vivo en el barrio, trabajo en una empresa acá dentro de la unidad, pues y el sector es chévere, entonces es muy tranquilo, es muy bonito, tiene muy buena vista de todo Medellín.
Conversation is very, very difficult right now, but we're gonna book an Uber to the local mall because that's where these people in these big ass houses hang out, and hopefully we can talk to some people there. We've now made it to the mall. As you guys can pretty quickly tell, this place is absolutely massive. We're gonna be walking around here, going to some stores, and I think the first stop is gonna be the Rolex store. We gotta check that place out. So behind me back there is the Rolex store. We're gonna go inside and try to ask the workers how much money they make at their job. We got it pulled up on Google Translate, so wish me luck, guys. And I'm not sure if you can film in a Colombian Rolex store, but we'll see. We found that out pretty quick. I have a question for you guys.
No English.
¿Cuánto dinero ganas vendiendo Rolex?
Mucho?
You can record
Oh, okay.
inside the store.
Okay. Yeah, we won't film. How much does like a watch cost? Like the most expensive watch in here?
$41,000.
Damn.
You can delete or don't
show it.
Don't show it because Rolex it's so
They don't like filming.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay. So it's confirmed Rolex is a Karen all around the world. But shortly after this conversation, I learned that luxury watches are actually more expensive in Colombia, and there's an entire business behind doing this. So what do you do for a living?
I sell golden watches, brother.
And if you don't mind me asking, like, what's the most money you've made in 1 month with that business?
Profit after everything's paid, I want to say about 25 grand.
That's really good. How long did it take to build up to that? Since I'm assuming it was kind of a long grind.
I want to say about 5 years. I started around 17, 18 years old. I was always on the internet looking up to the jewelers and jewelry because I've always been like attracted to it. Made my first couple sales and then got deeper and deeper into it. And then from there I took off.
And like, how exactly are you getting these watches and flipping them? Do you buy them wholesale, people sell them to you, and then you have a markup?
Dealers back in America, Diamond District area, I take them here to Colombia and deal them here in Medellin.
And you sell them for a profit here? Are watches more expensive in this city?
Yes, they are. Because of the TRM and the dollar value going up and down and everything, American dollars could be from anywhere to 1,500, 2,500 area profit off each watch.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Do you have an Instagram or anything you want?
I do. It's e.w.medellin.
Check it out. On my trip, I also met a pimp, which was interesting.
So wait, you're keeping all the money now? I just hold on to all the money because bitches can't be trusted with.
So next up, I've got with me, what's your name?
Tuka.
And what do you do for a living?
I be selling ass, bro. The market out here is crazy.
Oh, so you do OnlyFans?
Nah, I have an OnlyFans too, but I just sell the girls, bro. I bring them out from the USA, bro, the USA. You feel me? That's what they call it out here. I just opened up a whorehouse.
Oh, so you're a pimp?
Yeah, it's legal to sell pussy down here, bro.
And how much money do you make from that?
Monthly, weekly, daily.
Every week?
At least 10 G's, bro.
How many girls are under you?
About 15, 20, but like it's going up daily, bro.
And do you have any tips for people who want to get into what you do?
I'm saying, bro, bitches are the easiest to manipulate.
But if you want to buy anything, you just talk to the bottom bitch.
Bro, that's all you gotta do. Manipulation is key, bro.
Do you ever think of these women as people, or are they just vehicles for more economic success?
Not vehicles, bro, but I would say chess pieces, you feel me? Puzzle pieces.
I followed this interview up by talking to a digital nomad. I'm curious, what do you do for a living?
I'm a digital nomad. Why?
What is your business?
I have a digital marketing agency, so I do like website, Google SEO, Google campaign.
When did you get into that?
Like 7 years ago. So I travel all over the world. Now I'm in Colombia. Tomorrow I will be in Guatemala. Next week I will be in Miami. Other week I will be in Alaska.
So you don't live anywhere, you're all around.
I'm a digital nomad, officially.
I'm curious, how much money do you make from your digital marketing agency?
I make 10 grand a month.
10 grand a month. How long did it take to build up to that?
Like, 7 years of work. I believed in myself. I kept working until I made it. So now living the dream.
And do you have any tips for people who want to do what you do and make money from it? Like, what's the best way to get into it now?
The best way is pick up the phone
and start dialing.
Make cold calling. That's what I do. Get a database, scrap the database, get emails so you can offer services to thousands of people.
And in my opinion, this is the best way to live. Figure out a way to make money from any place doing whatever you want. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.